Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a quick message for the chosen. I want to just remind you all the importance of connecting with your spiritual team. For me, my spiritual team consists of my angels, my ancestors, the universal, elemental, and cosmic spirits of love and light. And of course, first and foremost, above all, is the Most High Mother and Father. Now, I want to say that the Most High has placed around all of the chosen a very powerful spiritual team that is ready to be there for you whenever, for whatever, however, as long as you utilize your free will to ask for assistance. It doesn't matter how great or how small. It's only a matter of you opening up your mouth and saying exactly what it is that you need and giving them the room to bring that thing into fruition in the way that it's supposed to come into your life, because it may not look exactly how you envision it, but it will most certainly match the frequency of how you desire for it to feel by the time it's done. And so I want to definitely remind you all of the importance of openly communicating with your spiritual team. Another thing that a lot of people tend to overlook is praying for your spiritual team. I pray for my ancestors, of course, but some people forget to pray for your angels. You know, the angels, they have a divine assignment. And yes, they are high vibrational spiritual beings, but trust and believe they have their own set of obstacles and things that they have to deal with, especially if they're constantly fighting on your behalf against those low vibrational beings, some that you might call demons, who are always in your energy trying to create stumbling blocks or to set you backwards. And so it's important for you to also pray for your angels, pray for their peace, pray for their strength, their happiness, and that they receive everything that they desire, their birthright, their inheritance. Okay, because considering that the angels, they are not the most high, and so they also need prayer. And so it's important for us to recognize that in order to develop that relationship with your spiritual team, you have to realize that they recognize you as being a free will being. And while they're always keeping watch, there may be certain things that you want to be able to do in this lifetime. They're not going to just jump in and say, hey, we got that, say nothing, we're just going to take care of it for you. No, be very detailed, be very specific about what you want. And they're going to see to it that they bring it to you in a way where it matches the frequency of what you're asking for. So if you just allow yourself the opportunity to open up and create that relationship with them, you're going to start to realize that this journey is not lonely. You'll begin to realize how they go out of their way to make sure that you realize that they are in your presence. They will send you all types of messages, dreams, synchronicities, and maybe even speak through others, or, through television programs, or, something that you might be looking up online and suddenly here is a message. Your spiritual team will show you that they are present. They're going to make sure that you understand this. Another way where you can directly communicate with your spiritual team, for those of you who are ready to take it on another level and tap in when it comes to communication, is by using tarot. You could actually ask your spiritual team direct questions and they'll give you direct answers where there's no room for guessing. That's another reason why I was called to create my decks, because they give you direct answers. But whatever decks you feel drawn to, just know that that's another measure to be able to communicate without the guessing games, okay? And so paying attention to numbers, synchronicities, visions, dreams, whatever you hear, whatever you see, even your children, you might find that they come to you and say random things to you. That's your spiritual team letting you know, hey, even through the children, because children are great channels for spiritual messages because they don't have a whole lot of blockages and things that adults do. And so develop that relationship, create your altar, talk to your spiritual team as often as possible. Every day, give thanks to them, show gratitude to them, but again, pray for them as well. because it would be unselfish to think that these spiritual beings are only here to be of service to you, but that they don't have needs themselves. You see what I'm saying? They do have needs, and it's not needs that you have to meet, but putting a prayer out there is enough in and of itself, because most people would never think to pray for their angels. You'll pray for your ancestors, but you don't pray for your angels. And so that was something that I had to come into the realization of. And so I just want to encourage you all to develop those very necessary relationships so that you can understand that this spiritual journey is never meant to be taken alone. Your spiritual team is on a mission to ensure that you know that you have a large family in the spiritual realm. The chosen often have to release a lot of people in the 3D. You have to release a lot of people that are karmics that are surrounding you. And so it's very important for your spiritual team. They want you to know, hey, we are here. You are not alone, and we can communicate with you if you are open to the various ways of communication that goes outside of your own understanding. And if you're also willing to set aside maybe some of your own fears or some of your own personal conditioning, belief systems, blockages, then you'll be able to tap in other ways to communicate with your spiritual team that'll give you more guidance on how to move, when to move, what to release, what to create. Like, they want you to understand things on a plain level. They want to make it plain to you. But sometimes people are very fearful of using things like tarot, tapping into the energy intentionally, because they've been so conditioned to believe that these things are wickedness. And so I just want to encourage you all, get those lines of communication going. Talk directly to them just like you're talking to anyone else. Or you can even speak in your mind, because your thoughts are just as palpable in the spiritual realm as what you say out of your mouth. And so they can hear you through your thoughts as well. So just make sure that you communicate directly. And if you find that you're in your head and you're like, well, I don't know if they're actually present, I don't even know what they're trying to tell me, then use other measures to tap into the energy so that you can get direct communication, because you need that guidance at this time. When you're on your journey and you find that you've gotten to a space of growth where most of the people around you do not understand the path, they don't understand where you're headed, they don't understand your vision and how you see things through this new set of eyes, then it's time for you to start connecting in a way where it gives you more direct messages without the guessing. So I hope that brought some clarity to you all, for those of you who are trying to figure out, do I have a spiritual team? Who is this spiritual team? How do I connect? If you was questioning, should you pray for them? Can you pray for your angels? Absolutely. You know, they rejoice when you give them that type of honor, and you show that you care. You're compassionate in that way, when you realize they too are beings having a spiritual experience. Yes, they're here to help you, but your prayers, they matter. Okay. Your prayers change a whole lot of things, not just for the people in your 3D, not just for yourself and your offspring and your ancestors, not just for the other chosen that are here and physically present, but for your spiritual team, your angels and your ancestors. Pray for them. Pray that they receive everything that divinely belongs to them. And that way they're in a more empowered position to help you along your journey and to help you to receive everything that is divinely for you. So that's my message. If you find that it resonates in any way, like and subscribe, leave a comment below if you are one of those people that have actually prayed for your angels before. I love you all, and I'll talk to you all next time.